Hello and welcome to the Stretford End Manchester United 0, Newcastle 2. That was Ten Hag's worst game for me as Manchester United manager. We've had some bad results this season. We lost heavily against teams like Brentford, Liverpool and Man City. But I think Ten Hag has got so much wrong today, and it's disappointing. I thought the subs were weird. I thought the team selection was odd. But Ten Hag is human. We all know Sir Alex Ferguson got things wrong when he was Manchester United manager. I'm a massive fan of Ten Hag, and I do think he's the right man for the job. But I think there's people out there who are getting ahead of themselves, and I think some people think that we're better than we actually are. And the reality of today's game, from the first minute to the last minute, there wasn't a point in that game where Newcastle looked like they were panicking. We've had one shot on target, which was a shit shot. I don't know. I don't know how it was 0-0 at half time. Newcastle, they should have been 2-0 up at half time, and they went on to win the second half. Taking nothing away from them, they were the better team. They had the desire to go and win the game more. And after watching the game today, you've got to say, what is going on at Manchester United? It was a shocking performance by Manchester United today. And look, Ten Hag is a genius, but you've got to question the decisions he made today by keeping on Weghorst and Scott McTominay on the pitch. They should have been taken off at half time. Weghorst, he's a nice guy. Everybody likes him. He runs around. He tries. The fact is, he isn't good enough, and it comes down to a lack. It comes down to a lack of options that Ten Hag has available to him. Ronaldo left; he wasn't replaced. Martial's been out with injuries. We're now in danger of missing out on top four altogether. And the thought that I thought there was a lot of arrogance from some United players today. It's obvious. After watching the game today, that we were in trouble early on Newcastle with the way that Newcastle approached the game. Ten Hag should have changed it at half time, but he didn't. So that's all Ten Hag was, move players around switch them into different positions. But you can't expect to switch players and get a result of it. Get a result. It doesn't always work. Sancho come on today when Newcastle were dominating and Sancho wouldn't track back. I don't get why Anthony was brought off today. Look, I can understand why Ten Hag left Rashford on, because we all know Rashford can score you a goal. But you can't keep a player on just because of their reputation. When we've got players who aren't good enough, again, it comes down to Ten Hag not having the right players available to him. But he could have brought on Fred and Martial at half time, and it could have changed the game. Martial does offer something different. With all the criticism Fred does get, Fred will come on and he'll put in a shift and he will get forwards. But I think we are missing key players, and the proof is there. We're missing Eriksen and Casemiro. Eriksen is a very good player. I think he's underrated. Casemiro is the best CDM in the world. So I think when we haven't got those players available to us, I think we're thinking, shit. We could be in trouble here. It's been a fantastic season, but like I said, we're now in danger of throwing it away. And if the worst thing does happen, and if the results do get worse, and if we do miss out on top four, it would be a disaster. Ten Hag has come in, he's done a fantastic job. He's turned it around. He's got the confidence. He's put the confidence back into the players. But he's got to find a way to get these players playing well the way the players were playing a few months ago, just after the World Cup. I think we've hit a bit of a brick wall. We've played more football than any other team in Europe. I think tiredness is now showing a bit. Is probably now having an impact in regards to the performances, because we played so much football this season, and that's a positive thing, because when the more football that you're playing throughout the season, it just shows that you are being successful on the pitch. But I think it's now coming back to bite us, because Ten Hag, unlike other managers, he hasn't got the luxury where he can rotate the team if he needs to. I think when you look at the depth squads in this Manchester United team, I'm sure that we'll all agree that there are players who aren't good enough for Manchester United's. And again, that could that could have a massive impact on our season from now to the end of the season, because I hope it doesn't happen, but there could still be injuries and suspensions to keep players from now to the end of the season, which could come down to us finishing top four or not. But the fact is that when you look at the quality of players that we had on the pitch today, and when you look at the money that's been spent on those players, you'd think the team that was put out there today should have been good enough to beat Newcastle. Yep, Eric Ten Hag got things wrong, but it also comes down to the players' attitude as well. The players' attitude was all wrong today. The players' attitude, desire to go and win the game, wasn't there. The energy levels definitely weren't there today, which is really disappointing to see. But like I said, that's just hope it's just a bit of a stumble, because Newcastle have now gone above us in the league. Tottenham are breathing down our necks. So like I say, Eric Ten Hag, he's now got to find a way to get the confidence back. He's now got to find a way to get the put confidence back into these players and get this team playing well again. So let me know what you thought about the video today. Leave your comments in the comment box below. Also let me know what you thought about the game. Hope you've enjoyed if you've enjoyed watching the video, please hit that like button, and also keep on subscribing to the channel if you're new. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.